deluxe edition of College Football 25, the cover for that deluxe edition, rather, has dropped. Fired all of us up. It was a beautiful thing. It was kind of like whenever you saw that cover, it felt a lot like, to me, whenever you see an old friend. They're familiar in a way. They look a little bit different. Haven't seen them in a long time. But you already know that y'all are going to pick up exactly where you left off 10 or so years ago. And I like the fact now in this deluxe edition cover, they had multiple players included into it. You had Donovan Edwards in the middle there. You had Travis Hunter. You got Quinn Ewers. Also, if you look closely, you see Jalen Milroe, you see Carson Beck, you see Quinshon Judkins. In terms of those main three players you can see, I'll just say this. I love the way they put this deluxe edition cover together. And to be fair, I believe by our Thursday show, we should have some more news on the game, so we'll talk about it in real time then, so tune in. The fact you had the back of these players facing you, so you just see the name tags, or the name plates rather. They're walking towards the field. Had very much so like we're back kind of vibes. But in terms of the players they chose specifically for this deluxe edition cover, I love it. Donovan Edwards, Michigan's the defending national champ. Michigan is also a run-first football team, so you got the running back on there. Michigan also has won the Big Ten the last 3 years. I think having him on the cover is exactly the way to go about it. Quinn Ewers on there, massive brand that is Texas, massive personal brand for Quinn Ewers. I think that was a layup. Travis Hunter, arguably the most visible college football player, period, with what he's doing under Deion Sanders there. And Colorado, regardless of how you feel about them, they're going to be a story in college football this upcoming season anyway. I like they had Quinshon Judkins on here because he transferred from Ole Miss to Ohio State, kind of sneaky, putting him on there somewhere. There's a feeling maybe that it wasn't going to have a transfer guy on the cover. I like that they did because transfer portal is one of the biggest evolutions of college football since this game was out. So sneaking them on there, I really like that. And then Jalen Milroe also being on there. You can write a thesis paper on what you think Alabama is going to be this year, and it would draw eyeballs just because Alabama is going to be a story with the departure of Nick Saban. Also, Jalen Milroe is going to be a really good player in 2024, so we'll leave that there. I just love that we're back. No analysis. I just love that we're back. Because for a long time now, haven't had this. And for college football fans that grew up playing this game and that remember everything that this game was to them, it's not just a game, and I don't want to get sentimental here, but it's not just a game. For us, this was how we bridged the gap from the end of college football season all the way through week one. Because remember now, there wasn't always this national coverage around the transfer portal and around NIL, and there wasn't always this movement from team to team, and recruiting coverage has picked up drastically over the course of the last 10 to 15 years, I would say. This used to be how you would get your college football fix year-round. You go on a run dynasty mode, and you play with Eastern Michigan, you take them all the way to the national championship, build them to a national power. Like, we're back, all right? We're back. A lot's changed. A lot of things have moved, and a lot of things have shifted across the college football landscape, and they will continue to shift and move. But the feeling of familiarity and the feeling of seeing an old friend, seeing this cover again, just feels good. A win for college football, a win for the college football public, for all of us alike, and I cannot wait till we get some more news on this thing. So there's a countdown on easports.com, I think it is, or some EA Sports website that says in 2-ish days, time of us being live right now, right around 11 a.m. Central on Tuesday, we're going to get some news. So I think around 11 a.m. Eastern time, so 10 a.m. Central time on Thursday, we should have some news, which, as fate would have it, is exactly when we are live on the air. So make sure you're tuned in. We'll talk about it together. But the deluxe cover, I think they nailed it. From the vibe to the players to everything in between, it just feels good to be back. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.